Good afternoon. Just in case this is your first semester leading a small group at a Chapel Hill campus, let me introduce myself. My name is Matt Schaefer and I'm the small groups pastor here at Chapel Hill, and it's my pleasure to get to help all of our leaders lead effectively by helping you stay equipped and informed throughout the semester. And so today, since it's Valentine's season, I wanted to talk about love, but specifically how to stay in love with what you do as a small group leader. But first, I want to talk to you about your edge. Every leader has a leadership edge, and this edge, if maintained, it helps us get more done effectively and efficiently. This edge can be thought of like the cutting edge of an axe. And so over time, the edge of an axe can become dull. No matter how strong or skilled a lumberjack may be, a dull blade can add unnecessary stress to the job, making it harder than it needs to be. On the other hand, if the lumberjack keeps the edge of his axe sharp, then he can get more done in a shorter amount of time. And this is what we want for each of you. When we as leaders continue to sharpen the edge of our leadership, our work for the Lord is able to go further than we ever thought it could. We are able to impact people with less stress, and we tend to remain in love with what we do. So here are a few quick things that can help you get the most out of your work as a small group leader and remain in love with what you do. So number one, think about why you became a small group leader. Why? In Revelation chapter 2, Jesus himself encourages the people in Ephesus to remember their first love. Periodically, we should revisit why we even started down this road. What first moved you to become a small group leader? And if in the asking you find an answer that makes you still want to quit, I would also encourage you to consider who your first love really is. Jesus. The life I now live, I live by the faith of the Son of God who gave himself for me. And that is why we continue to lay down our lives for him by making room for others. Number two, think about who you are impacting. When I was a worship leader, I would often stand on stage and look out at the congregation on any given Sunday and observe people who seemed to care less about the things that I cared so much about, worshiping God. And in all honesty, it would really frustrate me and often leave me feeling like I must be the real problem, like maybe I wasn't a good enough leader. And then one day my pastor encouraged me with this. He said, Matt, in the next worship experience, don't let your eyes see all of those who are not engaged with the Lord. Instead, just find the one who is. Then be glad that someone is embracing his presence just like you. And this changed my life. Let's face it. Some people can be difficult. Right there in your group, people can be difficult. And still some will receive you and the work you are doing with gladness. And so celebrate the work of God unfolding in the lives of your group members, even if it's in only one of them. This will help you stay in love with what you do, and it'll also help you find strength to continue loving those who are not quite where they could be yet. So number three, think about how you do what you do. Chances are at some point in your life, you used one form of technology that you no longer use today. For me, it was a cassette tape. For you, it may have been an audio CD player. The point is that times change, and how we get stuff done changes too. What are you doing now as a leader that you could be doing better if you simply explored a new way of doing it? Finding new ways to do what you do helps you keep the love that you have for what you do exciting and fresh. And so this is a great place for me to tell you about some updates we've recently made to our leader resource page. When you visit us online at chapelhill.cc small groups or through Chapel Hill app on your phone or tablet device, you'll see a button near the bottom of the page that says Leader Resources. We've recently added a new resource that can help all of our leaders continue to keep their leadership edge sharp. We're now posting tutorial videos to a YouTube channel created specifically for you, Chapel Hill small group leaders. And in these short videos, we walk you through things like how to log into your InFellowship account to take attendance, or how to edit your profile or add and remove members, and more. These videos are on average only 2 minutes long, and they can really help you rethink how you do what you do when it comes to managing your group. And finally, I want to remind all of you that mid-monthly progress reports are due on the 15th of each month. You can access the mid-monthly progress report through the Leader Resource button on our website or through the Chapel Hill app. Or you can simply click the link below to complete it now. Thank you guys for all you do in leading people into a growing relationship with Jesus. I'll see you next month.